You've got $5,000. Maybe it's from your first big paycheck, a bonus, or money saved over time. The question is, what do you do with it? It's not just about growing your wealth, it's about creating a foundation for your financial future. But where do you start? How do you navigate the complexity of investing without getting lost in the noise? It's easy to feel overwhelmed, especially with the state of the economy today. Inflation's up, the stock market's been unpredictable, and many are still feeling the after effects of a global pandemic. But guess what? This is the exact moment where young investors can set themselves up for the long term if they make smart moves today. So let's break it down. I'm going to give you a practical, no-nonsense blueprint on how to take your $5,000 and start building your financial future. No jargon, just actionable steps. First things first, before you invest, make sure you have a strong financial foundation. That means paying off high-interest debt, having an emergency fund, and making sure your credit score is in good shape. If you're carrying credit card debt at 20% interest, that's your priority. You're not going to make more money in the stock market than what you'd pay on that debt. And trust me, you'll be better off financially when you have less debt hanging over you. But assuming you've got that covered, let's dive into where to actually put that $5,000. I'm going to give you 3 areas that you can consider: building a diversified portfolio, investing in real estate or other alternatives, and investing in yourself. These are your building blocks, your tools for wealth creation. Question 1. What if I told you that just a small, smart investment today could completely change the way you live 10 years from now? Let's start with something most people don't even think about: diversification. You've probably heard the term "don't put all your eggs in one basket," and that's exactly what we're going to avoid with your $5,000. Diversification is key to reducing risk and maximizing potential growth. Now, with $5,000, you won't be able to build a massive diversified portfolio overnight, but you can certainly lay the groundwork. The stock market is still one of the best places to grow your wealth over time, but we need to be strategic about it. The S&P 500, for example, is a great place to start. This index tracks the 500 largest companies in the US, and historically it has provided a solid return of around 7 to 10% annually after inflation. With low-cost index funds, you can invest in the entire S&P 500 without having to pick individual stocks or guess which companies will outperform the market. Now, you don't need to put the entire $5,000 into stocks right away. A good rule of thumb is to start with about 60% of your money in stock-based investments like index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. These funds are cheap to buy, easy to manage, and provide exposure to a broad array of companies. The other 40% can go towards something a little more stable, like bonds or even a high-yield savings account. Bonds may not offer the same kind of high returns as stocks, but they're safer and they give your portfolio balance. Question 2. What if I told you that in the future, real estate could become your ultimate wealth builder, even with just $5,000 to start with? Here's how you can dip your toes in. Now let's talk real estate. You might think that with $5,000, real estate is out of your reach, but it doesn't have to be. With the rise of platforms like Fundrise and Realty Mogul, you can invest in real estate projects with as little as 5. These are crowd-funded real estate investments where you pool your money with other investors to buy shares in commercial or residential properties. These platforms offer the potential for steady returns through rental income or property appreciation. Real estate offers something the stock market doesn't: tangibility. It's something you can physically see and touch, and historically, real estate has been one of the best long-term investments. Sure, the market can fluctuate, but people always need a place to live, and properties tend to appreciate over time. If you're not ready to dive into a direct real estate investment just yet, crowdfunding platforms are a great way to get started. Alternatively, you might want to consider real estate investment trusts, REITs. These are publicly traded companies that own, operate, or finance income-producing real estate. REITs give you exposure to the real estate market without actually owning property, and they often pay out regular dividends, providing you with a steady income stream. Fiction 3. But here's the secret weapon that most young people ignore: investing in yourself. This is the most important investment you'll ever make. Now let's wrap this up with the most crucial aspect of all: investing in yourself. You might have $5,000 in hand, but do you have the knowledge, skills, and mindset to make that money work for you? The best investment you can make is in your education. Take that money and invest in books, courses, or certifications that will elevate your skill set. Maybe it's learning about personal finance, mastering a new coding language, or getting a certification that will advance your career. The more skills you have, the more opportunities you create for yourself, and ultimately that's how you build long-term wealth. You can also consider using some of your money for networking, attend seminars, workshops, or online meetups with like-minded individuals. Having a strong network can open doors that money alone cannot. Ultimately, the best investments you can make are the ones that not only put money in your pocket, but also build your ability to generate wealth in the future. Whether that's by learning to be a better investor, improving your professional skills, or building relationships, investing in yourself is the greatest leverage you have. Say you got your $5,000, don't waste it on short-term gratification. By building a diversified investment portfolio, exploring real estate opportunities, and continually investing in your personal growth, you'll set yourself on a path toward financial independence. Remember, wealth isn't built overnight. It's about consistent, smart decisions over time. Every dollar you invest is a seed for your future. Don't wait until you have more money to start. $5,000 is a perfect place to begin. The world of investing can feel like a jungle, but once you know the lay of the land, it's a lot easier to navigate. Your first $5,000 is your first step. And who knows, in 10 years, you might look back and realize that it was the smartest decision you ever made. Diversification is one of the most important principles in investing. When you have $5,000 to start with, your primary goal should be to minimize risk while still allowing for growth. One of the easiest ways to achieve this is by spreading your investments across different asset classes, stocks, bonds, real estate, and more. The idea is that different types of investments behave differently in various economic conditions. For example, when the stock market is down, bonds or real estate may perform better, and vice versa. This balance reduces the overall risk in your portfolio and smooths out potential volatility. The stock market, specifically, remains one of the best places for long-term wealth growth. Historically, equity markets have returned around 7–10% per year after inflation, making them a powerful wealth-building tool over time. However, instead of picking individual stocks, an approach that requires time, knowledge, and luck, you can opt for index funds or ETFs. These funds automatically give you exposure to hundreds or even thousands of companies, essentially spreading your risk across an entire market sector. This way, if one company falters, the others in the fund may balance out the loss, creating a more stable investment environment. By allocating about 60% of your $5,000 into such funds, you can benefit from the long-term growth of the market without exposing yourself to the risk of picking individual winners or losers. Diversification in this way allows you to grow your wealth steadily without overexposing yourself to market swings. Investing in yourself is arguably the most powerful move you can make with your $5,000, especially when it comes to long-term wealth creation. While investing in stocks or real estate can yield solid returns, the knowledge and skills you acquire have the potential to produce ongoing rewards throughout your life, regardless of market conditions. Whether you're learning new skills, gaining expertise in a particular field, or expanding your personal network, the return on investment in yourself is often higher than any financial asset can provide. Education, whether formal or informal, is one of the most important forms of self-investment. Consider using part of your $5,000 to take courses or certifications that advance your career or improve your personal abilities. For example, you could learn high-demand skills like coding, digital marketing, or data analysis skills that are increasingly valuable in today's job market. Alternatively, you could invest in financial education to better understand investing strategies, tax planning, or personal finance management. This not only helps you manage your own wealth, but also opens up opportunities to take on higher-paying roles or entrepreneurial ventures. Additionally, building a network of like-minded individuals can accelerate your personal and financial growth. Attend events, join online communities, or seek mentors who can offer guidance, support, and new perspectives. The people you surround yourself with can help you unlock opportunities that money alone can't buy. Investing in yourself equips you with the tools to make smarter financial decisions, leading to more sustainable and fulfilling wealth in the long run. Investing in yourself is the most valuable and impactful investment you can make, especially when it comes to securing long-term wealth and success. While investing in stocks or real estate is essential for growing your wealth, the skills and knowledge you build throughout your life will have a profound effect on your earning potential and career growth. Unlike stocks or properties, which are subject to market fluctuations, the value of the skills you gain is something that stays with you no matter what happens in the economy. The more you learn and grow, the more opportunities open up for you, whether through promotions, new job offers, or the ability to launch your own business. With $5,000, you can invest in a variety of resources that will help you level up. Consider taking courses or certifications in areas that align with your interests and career goals. For example, you might want to improve your tech skills like learning programming or data analysis, which are highly marketable in today's job market. Alternatively, you could enhance your financial knowledge, helping you make smarter investment decisions and grow your wealth more effectively. Books, online courses, or mentorships in areas like personal branding, communication, or leadership are all valuable. These investments will pay off in the form of increased job satisfaction, higher income, and a more secure financial future. Ultimately, when you invest in yourself, you are creating a foundation that can withstand changes in the economy, job market, or industry. It's the one investment that is guaranteed to appreciate over time. Every new skill you acquire, every piece of knowledge you gain is another tool in your financial toolkit that can help you navigate the future with confidence.